A couple of weeks ago we brought under the spotlight a custom Harley-Davidson Fat Boy put together by a German crew that goes by the name Thunderbike. It was called GT Fat Boy, and it was a build made impressive, most of all, by a set of some very powerful wheels. The two pieces of hardware are called, you guessed it, GT, and they are part of a line of such hardware made in-house by Thunderbike. They are CNC machined and come in a 5-spoke design, but with the spokes shaped like nothing else you usually see in this industry. The main element that leaves the center of the wheel splits into a Y design as it meets the rim, creating an incredible effect. The spokes are so special that Thunderbike even has a name for them, namely Lakester. And I'm bringing them up because they are once again the focus of a build signed by this crew. Also based on a Fat Boy of recent birth, the custom ride is called GT Leader. On this particular ride the wheels come at 21 inches in diameter at the front and 18 inches at the rear, a far cry from the pair on the GT Fat Boy, which were sized 23 and 21 inches, respectively. Just like in the case of the previous build, this combination of sizes of this particular wheel type was never used before on the Fat Boy, and that makes the project even more of a sight for sore eyes. The wheels are of course not the only elements that contribute to the bike being something to remember. The Harley was gifted with a new swing arm to hold and place the rear wheel and its Metzeler Source 260mm wide tire, with the pulley brake allowing a completely unobstructed view of the assembly from the right side of the two-wheeler. Over both GT pieces custom fenders were fitted, the one at the front made from fiberglass and the one at the rear from steel. Up on the frame a custom seat can be spotted, made in black quilted leather, tied to the fuel tank further ahead by means of a special cover. There have been some mechanical changes as well, but as usual they do not touch the engine of the Fat Boy, which still remains its former self. Well, almost, as there's a new Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde exhaust system in there to help with breathing. Thunderbike topped all that off with a fork-lowering kit and air suspension system, both changes contributing to the motorcycle's ability to look totally different than the model it is based on. Thunderbike lists a total of 38 aftermarket parts as having been included in the build, and they all amount to a total cost of about €13,400, which is close to $15,000 at today's exchange rates. That amount does not include the base bike, obviously, but neither the paint job, man-hours, and the exhaust system I mentioned earlier. What that means is we're likely looking at a motorcycle whose total price can easily reach $40,000. That's just as expensive as a brand new Ford F-150 XLT. You know, just as a reference point,